Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Divine Wisdom Dialogues. Today is a call to action. A call to action for you to step up, to claim your self-love, and to stop accepting breadcrumbs. You see, those of you that are watching have these wounded parts in you. Somewhere you've been abandoned emotionally through a parent or parents that weren't there, and that's left a huge gap inside of you. And this huge gap wants to be filled with love. And so you're used to struggle to chase after love. And so when you receive love in the form of affection or attention, you latch onto it with all your might because you don't want to let it go. And you're thankful for every scrap that you get. And this is where it gets important. I mentioned scrap because these are the breadcrumbs. And so you didn't receive all the love and support you needed, but you got scraps. And so your system internalized this as being enough and hasn't recognized that there is more that you're allowed to receive. And so what happens is that we repeat this pattern within our relationships, and especially within relationships with narcissists, because narcissists mirror this wounding. They give you breadcrumbs. They give you little pieces of affection and energy to keep you in the loop. And whilst they're doing that, whilst they're giving you these breadcrumbs, they're living a double life. They're flirting with other women. They're doing other things that you have no idea of. They're inconsistent with their communication. And when you call them out on that, they're back again, giving you all of this love again, perhaps love bombing you. And your heart, your open and your giving heart, excuses this behavior and says, oh, they were busy. That's fine. He doesn't mean to flirt with other women. But of course, he was cheating on you the whole time. Every toxic behavior that your partner displayed or has displayed is unacceptable. And we shouldn't accept it anymore. That's why I'm saying no more bullshit. Stop accepting breadcrumbs and start choosing you. If you have a healthy sense of worth, then you can see the red flags that are displayed right in front of you in the behavior of your narcissistic partner. And you can call him out. But will he be accountable? Oh no, narcissists are never accountable. And they like to play you. And they like to switch the game around and project their wounds, their anger, and their trauma on you, making you the villain and making you doubt who you are. That's the meanest thing narcissists can do, gaslighting. But the moment you start choosing yourself, you start loving yourself, putting yourself first, this is where they cannot influence you anymore. And the game changes because you're in charge. You're not dependent on their affection and on their emotion. Because that's what happened in a toxic dynamic. There's this codependence between you two stemming from this wounded part in you. And you don't want this partner to leave you because you have this abandonment wound, which is more than natural. So what do? You latch on and you forgive him and you keep on forgiving him and you keep on giving and you keep on giving. And what happens? You end up drained. You end up disillusioned and you don't remember and don't know who you are anymore. So if you're in a narcissistic relationship, toxic relationship and you feel drained, your partner's inconsistent, your gut and your intuition tell you something is not right, listen to it. It's your guidance. Don't listen to any bullshit stories, any excuses. Connect with your heart because that's your compass. Your heart is telling you, get out. Get out. Set your boundaries. Take care of you. You are the most important, not your partner. It's not something you're used to. It's something I had to really get used to after having several toxic relationships and with narcissists. And I didn't even know they were narcissists until I went on this healing journey. And the therapist told me, you were in narcissistic relationships. And there's no blame here. It's all a process of healing, but it starts with awareness. And once I realized I'm important, I need to set healthy boundaries and I need to get rid of everything in my life that causes drama, that drains me, that abuses me, and that is not in alignment with my truth. And maybe you're not there yet because you are entangled in this relationship, and that is part of your soul's journey as well, because I also believe that these narcissists, they reflect our wounding and they are karmic in the sense that they are lessons. They are the stepping stones towards true love, divine love, and that true love is actually the love in you, having that loving relationship with you. And if you are in this relationship still, but you're unhappy, just know that the answer is self-love. To choose you, to ask for help from the divine, and to take those steps towards healing. That's what I did. In my last relationship, I was gaslit, I was betrayed, I was cheated on. And the divine showed me. The truth came out. My intuition was telling me something wasn't right, but I was willing to give this person the benefit of the doubt. And then all of a sudden, the truth came to the light. And then I made a decision. I am so done with this behavior. I am so done with having to struggle for love. And now I choose me. And once you do that, once you reach that place, you feel so empowered because you realize I'm important and I am the creator of my reality. And I get to choose who stays in my field and who stays out. And this just gives you such a beautiful feeling of fulfillment because you're sovereign over your field. You're not a victim anymore. You're not dependent on anybody else for your love, but only on yourself. So I send you lots of compassion if you're suffering at the moment. Just know you're not alone and that your heart is your compass. So until next time, awaken, heal, and rise.